Good afternoon. I bring you warm greetings from a beautiful, warm city, some of which you might know, Durban. And I like to teach a little bit of our African culture. For those of you who know the Zulu language, I can say, Sawubona. Please practice with me. Sawubona. Wonderful. If you know that, it'll take you miles when you join me in my city. I'm very grateful for the few minutes that have been given to spotlight Durban. I think to some we're a Cinderella city, perhaps. Everyone knows Johannesburg and Cape Town. And so I'm extremely grateful to the Invest Africa team for allowing Cinderella to come out of the kitchen and into the ballroom with you. It's wonderful. We could get used to this. So don't worry. This isn't going to be death by PowerPoint. This isn't going to be anything other than taking a closer look at Durban so that you understand our city a little bit more. Pretend you're going to be watching TV. Enjoy a few visuals of my wonderful city. AV can turn the sound up a little bit more for us. So now you have a bit more of a visual as to my home city. And that's really just the first of three things I wanted to cover today, to give you a bit of a taste of what my city looks like, what it's comprised of. But let's put some numbers to it, because I know we hear about business. So the Durban metropolitan region is that golden goose that you see there. We sit within the Garden province of KwaZulu-Natal, the big green blob you see on the east coast of South Africa. That province is about the same size as Portugal. Nearly 600 kilometers of coastline. Our particular metropolitan city, 2,500 square kilometers, 4 million people, and we operate at quite some significant scale. Our metropolitan government controls a budget of nearly £3.5 billion, nearly 30,000 employees. And so we are one of South Africa's top metros. And I'm happy to say to all of the investors, we are a good counterparty in contracting with you. We have investment-grade credit ratings. Other little snippets that some may know. Durban, the port city, we're the largest port in Sub-Saharan Africa. We're the second largest industrial base in Sub-Saharan Africa. We are the largest domestic tourism destination. Yes, I know, not yet international tourism. We also love those other cities that have the flat rock and the beautiful red juice. But we attract the largest number of domestic tourists to our city of Durban. Also in terms of business tourism, because of our International Convention Center being rated as the best on the African continent. And then a little smidgen of agri. We have the largest remaining arable land in South Africa, in our city and province, with the highest export propensity. So join us in also looking at other opportunities. Let's see, am I pushing the right button? Wonderful. Just two more things to cover. One is infrastructure partnerships. It's an emerging space in South Africa. And two, then we're going to land in our wonderful Durban Point Development Company opportunity. These infrastructure partnerships, next slide please. I'm not sure if my clicker is working. The public-private partnership space for infrastructure in South Africa is really, if you want to use the term deregulating, if you want to use the term commercializing, if you want to use the terms becoming a lot more bankable. And we've just chosen one particular anecdotal example. I think I enjoyed Ben, the acting Minister for Trade for Africa. He spoke about a large project and then these smaller projects. I think he was using the example of some biscuit makers in Cape Town now supplying BA. Well, these are our biscuit makers now starting to supply bulk infrastructure opportunities. Next slide, please. So, funding of infrastructure in South Africa, depending on how you accumulate the pipeline, it could be as high as £73 billion in terms of public sector infrastructure financing. And so here we have a majority black-owned Durban KZN anchored team that are looking to invest in measurable impact in infrastructure with yourselves for long-term impact. What they've done is they've put together more than a dozen projects, syndicated them together, full DDs done, and are ready to deploy in excess of £100 million into that infrastructure space. Why, you might ask? Well, as you've heard through some of the discussions, we don't yet have enough energy generation. We don't have necessarily enough water supply. But there's many other areas which this team are also targeting. Interesting sectors like social housing for those who are employed but just can't get financed by the banks. Interesting spaces like cemeteries, places of rest. These are incredible opportunities, and so they are looking to target these two through an investment thesis that is backed by hard asset infrastructure with contracted or sovereign-linked cash flows, public sector alignment, and it's priced above developed market infrastructure benchmarks. So we are seeking, yes, for this company, but many others. This is just one of several that we can introduce you to. DFIs, sovereign wealth funds, pension allocators, ultra-high net worth individuals, and infrastructure investors generally. So what are they looking to do? Two funds. An infrastructure debt fund, because we understand some prefer the debt vehicle, but then also infrastructure equity fund. Some would prefer to participate in that equity space. Its impact in nature, jobs, training, GDP, water, energy, housing, health, etc. A lot of downside protection, as I've already covered. And the capital gap, we cannot leave it to public sector alone. There are very commercial opportunities now coming into play that we have our policy platform there, and we have these creative models coming into play. So if partnering with private equity is not your thing and you wish to invest directly, well then private equity partners will syndicate with you and go directly into the large public sector asset together with you.
On a clear and sunny Christmas day in 1497, Vasco da Gama spied a verdant green headland on the southeastern coast of Africa. He named this land Natal. Some 300 years later, the adventurer Henry Francis Finn received a parcel of land from Zulu king Shaka Zulu, and he named the land Durban, and Durban was born. The area changed and grew over the next 200 years, from a small trading settlement into South Africa's second largest city and its most dynamic and busiest port. Durban's year-round subtropical weather and pristine sweeping beaches quickly made the city a premier tourist attraction. Here, at the welcoming entrance to Durban's port, South African tourism is about to be elevated to new heights with one of the most significant and defining investment projects ever seen on these shores. Welcome to the new Durban Point Waterfront, a breathtaking visionary concept whose time has arrived. This development by Durban Point Development Company, spearheaded by UEM Sunrise, a Malaysian-based property developer with the support of the eThekwini municipality, will be a vital addition to Durban, creating a new identity and breathing new life into the city of Durban. The new development scheme of Durban Point Waterfront will transform the Durban landscape into a modern tourist environment that rivals the world's top destinations. This is where Durban meets the world. Experience the ultimate in lifestyle living. The Point Waterfront will be a playground for all, with a multitude of daily recreational activities along its shoreline. This exclusive area will coexist with Durban's distinctive shoreline, with flexible event areas that wholly integrate and encourage an atmosphere of fun and energy. Indulge in infinite choices of exclusivity. At the heart of this pulsating precinct will be one of the country's most exclusive retail centers, home to some of the chicest fashion stores, galleries and food retailers. A vibrant retail arena for exceptional tastes and pleasures. An exclusive and prestigious living experience. The Point Waterfront is an exquisite location of impeccable aesthetic experiences in residential products. On offer are state-of-the-art condominiums, lofts, suites, and penthouses that suit any kind of urban living. Residences range in size and configuration, appealing to residents, holidaymakers, and investors alike. They are always about luxury and elegant styling. Conduct business in unrivaled spaces. Every business need will be catered for here in the new heart of Durban's business world. Opulent high-rises with unrivaled amenities will be home to the powerhouses of business, with inspirational workspaces that will be celebrated for design and functionality. The Point Waterfront will set the standard for conducting business. Indulge your taste buds with the best. Scattered throughout the Point Waterfront, you will find a myriad of spectacular dining options, from restaurants and bars to cafes, gourmet delis, coffee shops and espresso bars, all concentrated along the state-of-the-art promenade. Visitors will be offered a chance to savor the world's best cuisines and will be spoiled for choice while absorbing beautiful sea vistas. This will be the city's food destination of choice, where diners will be treated to feasts of delectable and unforgettable dishes. Discover a world of fascination. The Point Waterfront lies adjacent to Durban's renowned Ushaka Marine World Theme Park and the soon-to-be-launched passenger cruise terminal and a world-class beachfront promenade. The Durban Point Waterfront, with all its riches, is just waiting to be discovered by the in-crowd, by tourists, and by the rest of the world. Visitors will see a new and undiscovered side of Durban, a modern, stylish, sophisticated destination with everything that makes life worth living. This Point Waterfront will define Durban and South Africa. This is where the world will come to relax, play, shop, work, eat, meet, and to live. This is the Durban Point Waterfront. Feel the buzz.
So just to let you know, the elevated promenade is in. The fifth largest aquarium complex, think of it as SeaWorld, is in and operating for many years now. The Nelson Mandela Cruise Terminal is in and operating on the cruise season. And nearly 150 to 200,000 other bulk square meters of development already in place. So what do we have on offer? There is, in fact, equity available to investors in the entire precinct. That precinct is still 31 hectares of developable land, so I'm on your extreme bottom left. You still have nearly 600,000 square meters of bulk available. There are 14 land parcels. We have bulk infrastructure, all that's required already delivered to the edge of your site. We've commissioned a number of architectural work which will provide you a kickstart on the towers that you may wish to construct. We already have an agreement on the table between a South African and an international consortium with the financial backing to deliver the first 55-story tower. It will utterly transform our beachfront. This particular first phase is £160 million on those sites you can see on your screen. The full development pipeline is in fact 10x that number. So the full development pipeline across all 14 sites should take that number close to £2 billion worth of development. So the equity opportunity for investment is there. We're also looking for debt finance. So if you're looking to finance shareholders coming in, if you're looking to finance significant tower construction, if you're looking to finance any forms of property engagement. So with that, I would like to say thank you for the spotlight on Durban. We are one of South Africa's most award-winning cities, and this is the first line from our national anthem, Nkosi Sikelele Afrika. That means God bless you and God bless Africa. Thank you.